The Withers Stakes Day, $100 budget edition of the Notorious OTB on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with promo code SGPN to get a 50% deposit bonus of up to $1,000. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Earn up to $750 per month on your sports gambling transactions. Go to edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm, the leader in data-driven picks and props. Get your 7-day free trial today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse magazine. I got my Cuban.
Yes, Cuban B.
And I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good. If you were hustling.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Joining me, as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the Crying Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper, Barry the Sniper Spears.
You know how we do. Rockefeller. Forever. You catch me skating through your town, putting it down. Y'all relating, no waiting. I'll make your block infrared hot. I'm like Satan.
Barry, what's good?
Not much, man. Just still trying to get my voice back. It's coming back slowly
yeah.
But surely. Hopefully by the weekend it'll be here and the warm weather's back, baby. It's 80 today, homie.
Nice. It's pouring ass rain here. In fact, they moved the Oaklawn card because it was just torrential downpour and floods and everything. I saw something that blew my mind today, Barry. Did you realize that Gene Hackman is 95 years old?
Yes, because I've seen him recently.
Really?
But yeah, he doesn't look in the greatest of shape, but all-time actor, man. Love that guy.
Yeah, dude. Hoosiers. That's a winner right there.
Oh,
man.
Yeah. Hoosiers has one of the best lines in a movie where the guy says it was one of the parents at the little town hall they had when he came in.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy says, it's one thing to take all your clothes off and howl at the moon. It's another thing to do the same thing in somebody's living room. He's like,
right.
One you can kind of ignore, the other you have to deal with.
Right.
It's great.
Right.
Line. I love that part.
Well, as someone who's howled naked in many a living room, I get the sentiment. I completely
feel it.
Yeah. Well, what are we going to be talking about today, Barry? It's Withers Day at Aqueduct this Saturday. That's right. We're going to be talking about Aqueduct Saturday, the 1st of February. Let me find it. Hold on. There it is.
Waking up, feeling buzz up early in the morning.
February 1st, year of our Lord, 2025. Withers Stakes Day. We got Kentucky Derby points on the line. Post time for the card, 12:40 Eastern, 11:40 God's time, 9:40 a.m. Pacific time, out on the Pacific Coast. It's one of the shows that me and Barry love to do. It's a $100 budget show where we can play any race with any wager type, whatever makes that cash money. You just have to stay within your $100 budget. So this is all about finding the best plays, your most confident plays on the card that you think are either going to hit or going to bring back the biggest return, or ideally a combination of both.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's how we do.
Barry, you have the first play here, but real quick, just have to mention, SGPN is running a free squares pool for the Super Bowl. $1,000 winner take all for the final score square. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/squares to sign up today. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/squares. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's pull up some past performances. Let's get let's get crack-a-lackin' here, as they say, as they say on the West Coast. Barry, I believe you actually lead it off. I didn't try to step on a neck in the first race for the first time in God knows how long. So you lead us off in race 2 with a pick 3, I believe. What do you got cooking?
Yeah, we're gonna try to hit this off early and go with a $5 pick 3 starting in race 2. And race 2 is a state bred.
Oh, I'm almost there. I'm not falling
I
down.
was state raised. You think I'm scared to catch a case? What's some bullshit?
Main special weight going a mile on the main track. And I singled a horse here, number 4, Island Charlie. This horse may have a pace advantage. Looks like the likely leader or speed horse throughout this whole contest. Ran a good race on January 4th, comes back here and meets a field that is really pace challenged early. Getting Carmouche is a plus. Not that, he didn't ride the first time, but also getting Lasix, a little makeover package, a couple of workouts since. I think this horse will be on the lead and go wire to wire. That's really what I want to see here.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, race 3. This is where my first play comes in, so I'm interested to hear where you went with race 3 and your pick 3.
I went 3 deep in this spot. I'm going to use the 2, our Daydreaming Girl, and the 3, Volleyball Princess, both out of the Louis Linder barn. Interesting that the main rider for both is riding the 3, and Paco gets on the 2. So I think these horses are going to be forwardly placed, and combine that with my third horse, number 5, Hollywood Beauty, who has shown speed last time. I don't know if this horse is actually fast enough. I got the idea that actually our Daydreaming Girl might be the quickest horse in this race, but we'll see. I don't think this race is going to be all that hot up front either. And I think the forwardly placed types, the 2, 3, and the 5 are the way to go.
All right. And wrapping it up in race 4, how's this pick 3 end, buddy?
Yeah, we're using 2 horses, the 1 and the 3. The 1 being Poseidon's Mist. I think you can just toss that last effort where the horse just eased up. Prior to that, with Manny Franco, who's actually getting back aboard, he's been pretty good and very good at this level. I don't think this horse has a whole lot to overcome here. I like that horse, but I'm also going to use the 3, Our Funny Business, as well. Kind of sort of the same reasons. This horse is actually dropping down in class slightly, which would bring this horse a little bit more forwardly placed and in the capacity to get a good trip. So we're going to use the 1 and the 3 in race 4.
So he's finishing up 1 and 3 to the hoop. Well, Barry, my first play, we're going to backtrack 1 race because it comes in race 3. I've got a $30 daily double. I'm ice cold here with the 1 winning you're in. Let's get this portion out of the way first. They're supposed to get a good amount of rain on Friday, and I think that the surface will still be drying out come time for Saturday's early races. And when I think of drying surfaces, I think of speed carrying pretty well. Though I think the surface could get more fair through the course of the day, and I'll adjust my late picks to be more honest to the pace. But early on, I'm going to look at speed. I'm playing a daily double in this race, utilizing an early speed horse that I think has the goods to win it on the front end. And I'm using that number 1, winning you're in, at 2-1 in this leg. Winning you're in just looks faster than this group. I think that this one will hit the rail and go and run this field into the ground in the Ruthless. While I expect this one to be on the lead, I'm encouraged by the fact that this one doesn't quit when headed. Like a lot of early speed that, they'll pack it in and quit just as soon as someone else pokes that head in front. The blinks go on today, and I think that that and the inside draw translates to just got to go on the front. And Carlos David is strong with horses adding the blinks. I also like seeing 2 straight sharp works heading into this one. So I'm ice cold using the 1 in race 3. The move into race 4, the 6.5 furlong, $16,000 claimer. I'm leaning in to early speed again to round out the daily double with the 2 Flag Woman at 7-5. This is the most inwardly drawn speed that should be full send, and this horse absolutely towers on figures in comparison to the rest of this field. Draw a line through the last 2 efforts due to issues at the break, and you see a horse that is easily capable of winning this race. It's a chalky way to end the daily double, but in these field sizes, it can't be avoided sometimes. The way I counter that is I up my base on the daily double and I go ice cold to not dilute profit. Savachi's up on this one. He's been riding really well at Aqueduct. Plus, there's a dirty little pig boy angle at play here.
Little pig boy.
Can I get the definition?
Little pig boy. He's that pathetic, dirty bitch baby mistress gets the stand up.
And it's the last race coming on synthetic surface at Gulfstream. I'm hoping for a synthetic to dirt pop and performance that would, I think, make this one a no doubter. So that's my first play. I was ice cold in races 3 and 4 with the 1 to the 2. Barry, how disappointed in me are you? You're muted, brother.
I'm a no chalk zone kind of guy. So a horse like Flag Woman, I have to try to beat all the time. It, you know, not that horse can't win. I mean, definitely should win. But I just found it a little suspicious this horse is in this race. That's all.
That's fair. I'm okay with it in these short fields, just as long as you're not like spreading out. Not as long as you're not like taking the chalk and then taking like 3 other horses in your daily double, because like with Flag Woman, of course, I mean, that daily double might be pounded, but you know, if you're adding 2 more horses, you're just taking money out of your pocket there. If you have that opinion, you just need to fucking slam it.
Kill it. Yep. Exactly.
Yep. All right. Well, Barry, we are on to your next play in race 6, the 7 furlong, $175,000. The Toboggan Stakes, of course, on the dirt. I would have thought there were 2 B's in Toboggan. Go figure. What are you thinking for this race, Barry?
There's 2 G's though.
There are 2 G's. It's like the Notorious OTB. Always got 2 G's in it.
Always got 2 G's. Race 6, which is the Toboggan. I'm going to go with what I think is, or what I know is, the second longest shot on the board. I'm going to go with number 3, Castle Chaos. I think this race might get into a little bit of disarray betting wise. But I also think Castle Chaos probably will get some action. We'll get bet down from that 10-1 morning line, but not very far. This horse ran really, really good in the Carter last year, last April. And then from that point was kind of over his head. I mean, he ran in the Met Mile and didn't run bad, finished 4th in that race that National Treasure won. Then finished 3rd behind Scotland, who would be 2-5 in this spot.
Probably,
and then, you know, finished behind Big Blue Line and Rocket Can the last time in August. And either one of those horses would be odds-on favorite in here. And this horse didn't embarrass himself. I think there's enough pace in here for this horse to get a good trip. And that's where we're going. Castle Chaos to the hoop, baby.
To the hoop, he says, with Castle Chaos. Well, Barry, we actually ended up in a lot of the exact same races today. So we're going to go head-to-head in a couple spots. So I'm going to tell you exactly how me and Barry have a little conflict after I get a quick word in here from our good friends at Edge Boost. SGPN has partnered up with Edge Boost, the premier Visa debit card for bettors. An Edge Boost card allows you to avoid the hassle of having your card denied at the sportsbook, DFS site, sweepstakes site, racetrack, or casino. Plus, you can earn up to $750 per month in cashback rewards for using your Edge Boost card. And you know your money is safe as the card is FDIC insured. The best part is no credit checks, and it's completely free. Sign up today and use the promo code SGPN so you get better cashback rewards and instant tier 2 status. That's edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. That's edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. And also, we got to talk about our good friends here. You see all the signage and the swag around here. The Notorious OTB is partnered up with the new Premier Horse Racing ADW Iron Bets. Listen, most ADWs, they're completely shutting down their rewards programs. But Iron Bets is going strong because they're the ADW built by horse players for horse players. And listen, breaking news. I wish I have a breaking news sound. If you sign up today through Saturday, you can get a 100% deposit match up to $300, and they'll automatically start you off at Iron Bet's gold rewards level. And that's only from today until Saturday. So from today, the 30th to the 1st of February. Watch and wager on the best racing action at Iron Bets. Download the Iron Bets app and use promo code NOTB so they know we sent you. That's Iron Bets in your app store, promo code NOTB. And don't forget to give the app a 5-star review in the app store. All right. I've got to get a quick rehydration interlude in.
Scratch, hit me with the horns, man. Y'all ready? Let's go. Oh, no. Let's go. Y'all ready? Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Everybody jump, 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 jump.
All I need is those horns to make me feel alive. What? Barry and I are back. And what are we doing? We're giving out free picks.
And I make nothing. Zero. Zilch. By the time I pay all my scientists, all my people in my research department, lab coats, it's a wash. Well, why you do it then, baby Billy? Well, because I'm selfless.
Because we are selfless, we've got these plays for you. My play here is a $5 Exacta. This is going to be a $20 total play. I'm playing 4-5 with 4-5-6. That's Coastal Mission and Running Son of a Gun over Coastal Mission, Running Son of a Gun, and Nelson Avenue. I mentioned this in my last pick in respect to how the track is playing. I was going to key in on early speed early and then play truer to the pace later in the card. The 6th is later in the card. I'm using the chalk, the 4 Coastal Mission at 5-2, and a longer price horse with the 5 Running Son of a Gun at 9-2 on top. I think that both of these horses should get a pace set up with a contentious pace early, with 3 horses I see sending for the front or staying very close to it. I expect Coastal Mission and Running Son of a Gun to both be sitting about 2.5 lengths off the pace and probably moving as a team late to run down one of the speed horses I really like. In the 6, Nelson Avenue. I expect Nelson Avenue to be the wider of the 3 speeds in good position to lay just off the pace and have first run. However, I do expect Nelson Avenue to expend a little too much energy to hang on to the lead and not be run down late by either Coastal Mission or Running Son of a Gun. So I was a $5 Exacta there, 4-5 with 4-5-6. Barry, that puts us in direct conflict. I'm interested in what you thought of the horses I'm using.
I mean, this is a very competitive race, so I can't fault you for anybody. Like, you know, longest shot, not longest shot, whatever. It's a tough race, and I think it's going to be bet as such. I would gather, you know, the favorite in this spot might be 2-1, 9-5-ish, and these days that's on the higher end of things.
Well, Barry, you've got your next play coming in the very next race. I've got my next play coming in the very next race. And guess what? We are finally not in direct conflict. It's race 7, 9 furlongs, $250,000. The Withers Stakes. Barry, you're getting, I don't know what I call cute. You're getting cute with your wager in here. And I dig it. As someone who gets like puppy and sailor suit, cute, adorable with my wagering sometimes. Like I appreciate when someone else like dresses like a baby as a flower, you know.
I'm in the baby tuxedo right now.
Right.
Yeah, usually I don't like to plan these kind of bets. It's usually something I get a feel for in the middle of a card. But in this scenario, I think it's rather safe because it's a smaller field, and I think we can nail this. So in race 7, the Withers, we're going to do a $10 triple, and that's old school triple, not trifecta, but they used to call it triple in New York only, but whatever. So we're going to do that.
Treble if you're watching across the pond.
There you go. We're going to use Mo Quality. I think that horse is the best horse in this race and probably will show it. So we're going to use that one on top. Captain Cook, the 6, is the second choice in second place. And then we're going to use the 2 longest shots on the board for third, Surfside Moon and Corvus, to pick up the pieces and round out our value-making trifecta, because I don't think we're going to get a lot of value on Mo Quality on the top end. I think that horse is going to get bet all the way down to favoritism, and I think Captain Cook is actually going to be second choice. So in order to squeeze a little money out of this, we're going to use those 2 long shots underneath for third.
I like the ice cold exacta element of your trifecta. I think
this is what I do all the time, by the way, because of the fact that, you know, even with long shots, I do it because I don't want to give too much away if I don't have to.
Right. I think some people sometimes get too caught up in trying to cover every possible outcome whenever they make their vertical bets. And it just makes their tickets just balloon. I mean, it's no different than like whenever you and I do like a pick 5 show or anything. Instead of just, you know, playing our best opinion, like I did, I had my ugly ticket from Pegasus week. I tried to, I thought the race was going to be formful, and then I tried to plan for chaos, and it made my ticket expensive as fuck. That on a ticket that I didn't win. I just threw money away, not playing my best opinion. So I like the structure. I'm a big part wheeler. Like we're all use like 4 horses. And I think that you can use tools like the trifecta to put together, you know, inexpensive tickets and get more value out of, because you're using 4 horses. What would a 4-horse box cost you for 50 cents? $12?
Right. Yeah.
Play for 50 cents here. You're playing it for $1. So I like these bets because if you just take a stand, you can save all sorts of money and just bump up your ROI.
Right. And it keeps you in the game longer. So whatever budget you have, you're not going to eat into it too much with plays like that, because, you know, it's kind of one and done, and it keeps you in the game longer. Plus you're not giving away money on combinations that aren't going to come out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Barry, all I got to say about race 7 is
look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
My third play also comes in race 7, the 9 furlong, $250,000 Wither Stakes. I'm in for $20 in this race, which puts me in for $70 total of my $100 budget. I'm playing a $10 exacta, 5 with 6, 7. Like I said, we saw this pretty similar, except the only difference is I've got the 7 Omaha as one of my underneath plays. And I really didn't like any of the horses in the Withers except these outside 3 that I'm using my exacta here. I really liked in the Smarty Jones the 5 Mo Quality at 3-1. In the Smarty Jones, it looked like Mo Quality didn't really get into his stride. By the way, this is what's great about DRF Formulator. If you don't use it, is I was able to just pull up the replay of the Smarty Jones. I didn't have to search it out or anything, straight from the past performances. But I watched the replay, and in the Smarty Jones, it looked like Mo Quality didn't really get into his stride right out of the gate. And then Alvarado, in an effort to get the horse forwardly placed, hustled up the horse and took it pretty wide in the process. Then after the horse rushed up, he tried to rate instead of letting the horse run. So he rushes up to take the lead a little bit from Cole Battle and then pulls the horse back. I hate it when they do that. Cole Battle was able to cruise on the front end without any, really adversity at all. And Mo Quality did a good job hanging on for second. I expect Carmouche to get this one into a drive and into position early and kind of nullify those issues I saw with the Alvarado ride. I think that Mo Quality will be up close, pressing, stalking, and have a much better chance with a much better trip. He's also got a sneaky, dirty little pig boy angle at play.
Little pig boy comes from the dirt.
He's also got a sneaky little, dirty little pig boy angle, and the fact that he was training on the synthetic. I love it because people often don't look at what surface they're training on or where people were training. And I think you can get a sneaky little pop in performance from that. I expect Dutro's horse, the 6 Captain Cook at 5-2 to go with him, but I'm less optimistic with that one's chances because it's the first time facing winners. And I could see that horse taking a step back after that maiden breaking win. and facing winners for the first time. It's tough. It's tough facing winners for the first time. It's a great angle to fade horses off of. I couldn't fade him completely out of the Exacta because that 83 is a pretty strong figure. I mean, if you look at the 83 from him and then also from Mo Quality, you're looking at pretty much the two strongest figures of the bunch. The other horse I'm using underneath is the number 7, Omaha at 4-1. It's the late pace in this race, and he strikes me as a knockaround, get a piece type horse that could suck up for second. And everyone will talk about how good he looked in the stretch to finish second and keep throwing money at him all through the Derby season. We've seen this story plenty of times. I think that Omaha will just leave himself way too much to do to win, but not too much to do that the horse can't finish second. That was my play for race 7. Barry, we were pretty similar. You went ice cold 5-6. I put Omaha in there because I could see that horse dinking into second.
Yeah, I just think Mo Quality is just going to be too tough for these horses. Whatever happens behind it, is all right. Because Kale's Angel, the third place finisher in that Smarty Jones, came back to win in a sprint race. I mean, that horse really wasn't meant to go that far, I don't think, and that's why they put that horse back in that sprint stake the other day. But still a good horse, and this horse was in front of that one. Not to mention, probably should have won that race, in my opinion. Just didn't get the greatest of trips, and this is a much better spot.
Yeah, well, let's see if Kendrick Carmouche can get it done here. Gator needs some walking around money. Don't. He wants to go out, put on new shoes. I completely butchered that line, but no big deal. All right. Real quick before we hit our next plays, got to get a quick word from our good friends at Underdog, because Underdog Pick'em has one of the biggest menus for all sports. Underdog is always making it easier to win with profit boosts and gimme pick'ems, NFL, college basketball, MMA, NBA, NASCAR, and more. And you can now use specials and boosts on all flex entries. So sign up with promo code SGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN. And of course, we got to get a word in from the good nerds at Rhythm. SGPN's partner Rhythm is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform that helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds. Build your own model, copy one of the top performing models from the leaderboard, or have Rhythm build a model for you. If the NFL playoffs haven't been going your way so far, which for me they have not, I should look into Rhythm. Rhythm will help you turn things around. With 3 games left, well, not 3, with 1 game left, Rhythm's AI-powered predictions for prop bets and game lines will set you up for success through the Super Bowl. So, claim your 7-day free trial by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.rhythm. NFL picks, NFL props, college basketball, and NBA. Rhythm has it all. All right, I have to get one more rehydration interlude in. All right, we're back. I'm leading this one off after the break here because I've got my final 2 plays coming in race 8. That's 6 furlongs, $62,000. Non-winners of 2 something. I'm not here to read your fucking conditions. Optional claiming. I'm playing a $10 win on the number 3 Willow Bend at 5-1. And then I've got a $20. I'm going ice cold again. Daily double, starting with 3 Willow Bend in this race. And finally, I feel like I have a horse that's at a price that I feel like I can bet to win on this card. And that's the 3 Willow Bend. I mean, at 5-1, should be sitting a ground-saving trip on the rail with some pace in front in this race. If you look through the past performances, when you see races as indicated as competitive, like I'm highlighting right now, then you see really good performances by Willow Bend. I think there's yet another dirty little pig boy angle at play here.
Little pig boy comes from the dirt.
Because Willow Bend was eased and walked off last out. Which I always try to, it seems like these horses kind of pop next time out. She also gets a drop in class in this race following that attempt against $80,000 optional claimers. This also looks like a horse for course that has run very well for Linda Rice since shipping in from Saratoga. The horse has only missed the trifecta once at the Duct. And, I think that Willow Bend gets back to the preferred sprint distance here. It also seems that I always end up on one jockey during the card. And so if Kendrick Carmouche has...
Gator's got to have a big day, man. He's got to go
needs
off.
To walking around money is the deal. Gator needs walking around. Like,
Gator's got to win 3 at least. He
Gator
might.
He doesn't like nobody messing with his bitches. All right. So that's if Kendrick has a good day, if Gator has a good day, I have a good day. This is how I'm closing out the daily double, which is in race 9, $16,000 claiming. I'm rounding out the daily double. I already said it was ice cold, but I love James Brown. So with a single here.
Yes, I'm singing. I want to mingle.
You want to mingle?
Yeah.
It's a chalky pick, so I'm trying to make something out of it by connecting the price I like with Willow Bend in the previous race. I thought, I thought we were good. This horse was good enough to win this race. It's the 8 Bold Victory, the chalk here. I thought it's a deserving favorite at the 8-5, and I'm breaking my resolution from 2024, which I kept very strong. And I'm singling a closer, a deep closing horse at that in the daily double. Gustavo Delgado drops this one in class today. I think it might have found the right company here in this race. There's success in the past at the distance of 9 furlongs with 2 wins and hitting the try and 8 of 11, or the triple, and 8 of 11 attempts at 9 furlongs. And the closing kick here is strong, and I think that Bold Victory comes flying late. The only other horse I really considered maybe good enough to win this was Portos, but I don't know. It's a horse seemed like it might have been going off form a little bit. And this also kind of plays into my strategy for the card, which is look at early speed early on in the card, look for more off-pace horses that are a little bit more fair to the pace later in the card, because I do think the surface might get a little bit fairer. Barry, you are also in race 9. Which, by the way, that was a $20 daily double starting in race 8, ending in race 9, 3 with 8. Barry, you're finishing off with a win bet here in race 9. What were you thinking?
This is an interesting race, but I was thinking that Helium, number 4, who is my pick, $30 win bet, will go to the lead here. This horse has a lot of class, just hadn't shown the speed lately. I don't even know if they even tried up until the last race to actually go to the front. And this horse has excuses in the last 2. I know this horse was a stakes horse early on, but he's a different animal now. Clearly, he does not like the wet track. I mean, December 17th at Parks, he just threw in a dud, just like he did the last time he ran on the wet track back in September 2023. Just threw a clunker. It was probably good that it was that race because it was his first off the bench. He probably got a little bit out of it. Then in the last race, he was 4 wide pretty much the whole way. Showed some speed early and faded. Gets Michael Sanchez, who's a decent rider, kind of flies under the radar at the Naira tracks, but kid can ride. And I think he's going to do the appropriate thing here and go to the front, because the only other speed horse is Jansen, and I don't think that horse is fast enough. Badlands River, is just so wildly inconsistent. You don't know what that horse is going to do, so you can just chalk that one up as to not being able to go to the front. And even if that horse does go to the front, I don't think it's going to be for all that long. And it just puts Helium in the best position possible. And this pick goes out to my man Sonny, Pittsburgh Steelers fan extraordinaire. It's Helium going to get another victory for us, buddy.
If Helium wins, I would like a social media video of you like hitting the helium in a balloon and just talking crazy shit in the high voice, just like,
oh, I can talk
baby,
cash shit
let's
with
go.
anybody, bro. I'm a supreme shit talker when I need to be. But yeah, I can do that. I can facilitate.
Thank you. Make sure to have a balloon just handy, ready to go. Don't buy a full tank or anything. Just buy one balloon at the store, and be ready if you hit it. Barry, you already kind of gave it to us, but we have a fun sound drop to use for this. We're talking about our bailout bets, which we're calling our ironclad bailouts in honor of our friends at Iron Bets. Let's let Denzel do the talking.
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
So Barry's got his win bet on Helium. I kind of mentioned who I like here. It's the chalk bold victory. I'm not going to tell you to bet this chalk to win. I think I'm going to instead handicap for second place and give you an exacta as a bailout. My exacta is the 8 over the 1, the 2, and the 7. I think the bold victory is the goods, but looking at how the pace shakes out, these are the 3 horses. I think bold victory will be getting up over late and at a better price than Portos, who has a history of putting up a good figure than declining in performance in 2 straight races. This would be the second decline, so I'm tossing it out of the exacta. So underneath, I'm using the 1 Badlands Ruler at 12-1, the 2 Jansen at 6-1, and the 7 Because the Night at 15-1 to blow up this exacta. That's how I'm getting out of the door. Boom. With this horse over a couple prices. Barry, you already gave it to us, but go ahead, reiterate.
Yeah, we're going Helium to the hoop. Just push all in this last race and watch Helium dust this field.
All right. Well, let's recap some picks here. Barry, actually, yeah. You started earlier, so let's go ahead. Barry first.
All right. In race 2, I got a $5 pick 3, the 4 with 235 with 1-3. That's $30. Race 6, $20 to win on number 3, Castle Chaos. That's $50. $10 try, 5 with 6 with 2-3. That's $80 or $70. Sorry. And race 9, $30 to win on number 4, Helium, for my man Sonny back in PA to the hoop. That's 100 even, buddy.
Well, here we go. I've got a bunch of big crooked numbers here. I started off in race 3 with a $30 ice cold daily double. 1 finishing it off with the 2 in race 4. Race 6, I was a $5 exacta, $20 total play, 4-5 with 4-5-6. Race 7, $10 exacta, 5 with the 6-7. And then race 8, a $10 win on number 3 and a $20 3-8 ice cold daily double. My bailout was the exacta 8 with the 1, 2, 7. Barry, you have any other thoughts for the weekend? You looked at the Holy Bull or anything?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough race, but I think honestly, if you really want my opinion, I think Ferocious is a standout. This horse had a lot of bad luck, needed some time off, and I think this is a great spot for that horse to come back.
The man says Ferocious. I haven't looked at it. I don't know. I only have like so much mental capacity to handicap so many cards during the week, and I've hit my quota.
You hit the top.
I'm tapped out, brother. Yeah, I'm done. Barry, you got any parting words for the people before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. Give your people a hug. You never know what's gonna happen out here in these streets.
That's
so yeah,
for sure,
dude. Nobody's promised tomorrow.
That's the second time that we've said no one's promised tomorrow on this show. So 1, it's true, but 2, it's very Final Destination.
Yeah, but it ends well if you bet Helium. So
that's true. Well, I respectfully disagree with my pick for the bold victory.
La-dee-da.
Lottie frickin' da. That's going to do it for us here at the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. We're going to be back tomorrow, of course, bright and early, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. God's time, where we have scoured through all of the cards to find our best singles for Friday to put in your damn pick 5s So tune in on YouTube. Check us out. All the folks who are watching live today, we appreciate you jumping in. Also, feel free to shit up our chat anytime. Anytime you can shit up this chat. So hop on, watch along. We'll be back tomorrow. That's going to do it for us here at the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. See you in the morning. Bye-bye.